Alright everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. We're back here in the junkyard, Mason U-Pull, Mason, Michigan. I'm going to go ahead and snatch these 862 heads. I am not going to take the $7.99 heads. If you want them, they're at Mason U-Pull in Mason, Michigan. They'll be $75 out the door, I think. Anyway, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The tests have been done before, the test will be done again. The power, you'll even though 799s flow more than 862s, 862s will make more power. I guarantee it. If you guys want to send me a set of 799s, I'll throw them on there and we'll run it on the dyno. That engine's not going into Joule until probably May, April. So we'll be able to run a few tests on the dyno, but I'm not going to bother. I already know what works. So these 862s are coming with me. Also, the fenders are already off this truck. On that, there's a Tahoe down there that has a set of flex injectors. Tahoes and Yukons are a good place to look for flex injectors. If you haven't seen my video on injectors, you should watch it. But the gist of it is flex injectors flow 33 pounds an hour instead of 28. So 28 pound, the stock truck injectors are about maxed as the thing sits, let alone before you bump the compression or put a cam in it. So flex injectors should be considered like the minimum that you run in a performance application. I'm not going to film this whole process. It's relatively straightforward. Pull the manifolds, pull the intake, a bunch of 10mm bolts. Pull the rocker covers and the rockers, a bunch of 8mm bolts. Pull the head bolts, 15mm. I'll take the head bolts, the rockers, the push rods, all that with me just for the hell of it. And I'll be back shortly. This will be out pretty quick. Alright, it's been about an hour. I'm going to take a moment to talk about the steam port system, but just show how clean this is inside. Somebody must have been using SuperTech from Walmart or whatever oil you don't like. On some engines this comes up from time to time. On older engines they have the 4-port steam lines, and what this is for is to let air out, and then see it works its way up here and it comes up and then it goes into the radiator. The newer engines just have the front two, and that's because the engine sits at a tilt and the air will rise regardless. So I think they just realized there was no need for this complicated system and got rid of it. If you have it, use it. If you don't, doesn't matter. Neither of my engines have it. You know, this one does. This is a 99, so whatever. I don't lose any sleep over it, and you shouldn't either. One thing I'll say, you know, my buddy Robert pointed out that the results that people get out of life are pretty much directly proportionate to what they're willing to put in, and that's absolutely correct. You know, I'm like inundated with messages, oh, it must be nice, oh, around me there's nothing, oh, blah blah blah. I mean, that may be, but generally every time somebody tells me where they're from, I get on Facebook Marketplace and find something for $500 in like 3 minutes. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm an hour and a half away from home right now. It's Saturday. It's my day off. I'm not with my family. I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's cold. It's gray. You know, but I'm doing what I love. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be out here, but I am putting in effort. I walk this yard 1 or 2 times a week, every single week. That's how I caught the LQ4. And it's not like this stuff just fell on in my lap while I was sitting there liking and subscribing and typing amen on Facebook. Like, I put in work for this. If you guys want it, you can put in work. You can get it too, you know. But you have to be out there. You have to beat the bushes. And if you have to get in your truck and drive somewhere, get in your truck and drive somewhere. I mean, what's a couple hour drive for a few $100? So we'll be back when I get these heads out, and I'll show you guys what they look like. So I was editing the video last night from the junkyard, and it occurred to me that I never showed the heads when they were pulled. So here they are, 862s. Both heads have busted bolts to get out. There's one on the 317s. I'll work on that during the week. I don't have any gas in my welder, so hopefully... I also don't have any money to get gas for my welder, so hopefully I can get them out with porous, crappy non-gas welds. But that's it. 862s. They've been proven again and again. The tests have been done again and again. They make more power even though they don't flow more. It just doesn't work out in the real world. That's why you don't race flow benches, right? So the next video you guys see will be of me tearing that one down for the rebuild, and that'll be later on this week. Yeah, I'm going to tear it down, clean it up a little bit, and by tear it down I mean I'm going to take the heads off. So I'll show you guys everything that I do while I'm at it. We'll pull a main cap for the hell of it, you know, just for the naysayers. It won't stop them. They'll still be the same way, but you know, we'll look at a bearing, it'll look fine. I'll put it back together. They'll say I shouldn't have. Whatever, it'll be fun. So until next time, this is JR, and I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Again, 862 heads, LQ4 block. It's going to be 10.5 to 1 compression. It's going to move that beast along just fine. It's the exact motor that's in Darrow, except this will have a milder cam and a turbo. So that's about it. We'll see you.